Hey everyone, it's Angela with FoodStorageAndSurvival.com, and today we're going to talk about crazy preppers. All right, now if your only exposure to preppers has been through television, then you might think we're a little bit wacky. Okay, shows like Doomsday Preppers and Naked and Afraid, I don't know, they haven't really helped out the preparedness movement a ton. A little bit, maybe you can watch those and glean some good ideas. But a lot of people watch them and think we're a little crazy. And granted, I mean, maybe we are a little crazy in some ways, but not for preparing. Preparing is not crazy. So today we're going to talk about 10 everyday reasons to be prepared. Not doomsday reasons, not end of the world reasons, but everyday reasons to be prepared. Something that might actually happen to you. And as we go through this list, you might find that, oh yeah, as you're thinking, say, oh, that did happen to me. Oh, that could happen to me. So think about this as we go through 10 everyday reasons to be a prepper. Number one is job loss or underemployment. This is happening a lot lately. A lot. People lose their job or have their hours cut back. What if it happens to you? What if it happens tomorrow? Are you prepared to be able to get through that transition time to where you can either pick up another job, get into a different job, whatever it is that you need to do? Can you feed your family in the meantime? Are you prepared to take care of the basic expenses in the meantime? Those are things that you can prepare for ahead of time and be a prepper and have that hard time go a little bit easier for you. Number two is a house fire. House fires happen. They're far more likely than the end of the world. Get a plan together for evacuating your house, have smoke detectors in your house, and change the batteries out regularly. Practicing that plan, those are all preparing for a house fire. And you probably have done some of those things. And so, hey, you might be a crazy prepper too. Number three, cuts and scrapes and other medical problems, especially away from home. If you're in your car and you're at the park and some kid falls and whacks their head and they're bleeding all over, what are you going to do about it? Do you have some first aid training? Do you have a first aid kit with you? Is it in your car? Can you help that kid? Can you put a Band-Aid on a little scrape? Hey, sometimes it's not exactly medically necessary to treat their problem, but they feel a lot better if you do. If you have problems like migraines, do you have medication for that with you if you're not at your house? What if your problem comes on as you're away from your home? Have those things ready. That's part of being prepared. All right, number four, your everyday reasons, is emergency snacks and diaper changes. And I kind of lump these together just because they mostly deal with kids, although some of us adults need emergency snacks too. If you've got a kit put together in your vehicle, you can cover a lot of these everyday emergencies with that vehicle kit, like needing a snack or needing a diaper change. So you keep your diapers, wipes in there, keep feminine hygiene products in there. Again, this is where your medications can go, your first aid kit. It can all go into this emergency kit in your vehicle. And you're not crazy for having that stuff. You're just prepared. Number five, speaking of cars, we are on to car problems. Have you ever had a flat tire? Got stuck off the road somehow? Had some other car problem? Your car won't start? Whatever. Yeah, I've been there. Run out of gas? I've even been there. It was miserable. Can you take care of your family in your car? Will you stay warm? Will you stay fed? Will you stay happy? Will you stay comfortable? All of those things. Will you stay alive? Do you have supplies in your car that you're able to take care of yourself, take care of your family until you can contact help or make help happen? Either fix your car and get out or get help to come to you. All right, number 6 is natural disasters. Pick your own natural disaster here. You probably have some that are specific to your area, more common in your area. Where I live, I'm not going to have a hurricane, but I might have an earthquake. I maybe could have a tornado, but I'll definitely have winter storms. So think about your area, what the natural disasters are that are common to your area, and do a little preparing for them so that you don't have to be one of those people that's running to the store at the last minute to get the bread and milk that's not going to be there when you get there anyway. All right, number 7, evacuation. I've seen this happen a couple of times around where I live, not too close, but for wildfires and for a chemical spill. So there's various reasons that you might be evacuated from your home. You might have to pick up and leave. Maybe you have an hour to get out, maybe you have a half an hour, maybe you have 10 minutes, maybe you have less. You need to get up and get out of your house right now. Do you have a plan to do that? Are you able to grab your family or contact your family so that you can meet them somewhere? Do you know where you're going? Do you have routes planned to get there? Figure out where you might go if you had to evacuate and make sure that your family's in on the plan. All right, number 8. Here's an everyday emergency that's not quite an emergency you might think, is family unexpectedly comes to town, or maybe some friends unexpectedly show up at your house. Do they need a place to stay? Can you provide extra bedding? Can you feed them tonight without having to go to the store? Do you have enough food on hand that you can fix a meal for your friends or your family members that unexpectedly showed up at your house? All right, number 9, last minute food. This is anything from taking dinner to someone who's sick, to a potluck that you forgot about or your kids didn't tell you about, to a bake sale that you want to donate to, or packing up a sack lunch for your kids' field trip, or taking some food and going up on the mountain for a day of camping or fishing or whatever you want to do, climbing rocks. Do you have some food on hand so you don't have to go to the store in that situation? So you can just grab some food, put it together and say, hey, let's go now. I'm ready. Or I can feed you tonight. I can get some dinner over to you in an hour. Can you fix up stuff like that? Do you have food on hand for that? And number 10 is a power outage. Now, we've probably all experienced a power outage at some point in our life, either from a natural disaster or problems at the power company. Can you keep warm? Can you keep cool? Can you cook some food? Can your family get by comfortably until the power comes back on? So those are 10 everyday emergencies. Preparing is not all about for doomsday. Everyday emergencies happen all the time, and it's a great idea to be prepared for those. So thank you for joining me. Again, this is Angela with FoodStorageandSurvival.com.